Hey guys, this is E-Town Train, and this is just a basic dude vlog review. We've got the handy dandy bag out again, and I really like this thing. I mean, for not being a bag created as a preparedness tool, it's got some handy compartments and stuff in it. It was a really great gift. I have filled this thing buck full with stuff that I actually added to the stuff that we got from our buddy Robbie for Christmas, and I'm going to take you guys along with me, and we're going to do another review. So it's going to be cool. I'm glad you guys are here with me. So why don't we get rid of our handy dandy mitts that are keeping our hands warm up here in this frigid, freaking cold air today. It is cold today. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Let's get rid of these mitts. You know, more people die from exposure when they're lost in the wilderness than die from starvation or not having water or anything else. You're going to die faster from exposure, which is your freezing, your hypothermia. Maybe we'll do a long video on hypothermia. I have kind of an interesting perspective on that. I used to work outdoors every day, 18 hours a day in the cold, negative 10 degrees. How can we live through that? And maybe a couple neat tricks that I have I can show you guys later on. I might have to do that. So let's take a look here. How do we have this thing oriented? There we go. Get this bad boy open. What do we got? What do we got? This is what we're doing today. And this was a gift from Robbie, and it is another multi-tool we're going to take a look at. And this is a Field & Stream multi-tool. Compact design, fits easily into pockets. Quick clip can attach to belt or tackle box. It has needle nose pliers, standard pliers, wire cutter, LED light, Phillips screwdriver, a knife blade, a flat head, a can opener. Of course, everything has a can opener on it. Saw blade, and a carabiner clip, which are cool. And this is calling a carabiner, I'd call a keychain clip, but you know, whatever. It looks like it's a pretty tough package, so we are gonna whip out our handy dandy Buck 715. Carefully cut around this thing, because I don't want to nick it, and I guess I don't care. I mean, it's a tool, but I don't want to wreck it the first time I haven't even got to use it yet. That's no fun. So let's take a quick run around this thing with this blade here. I wanted to say, you know, I'm new to this whole survival idea, but I'm not new to the outdoors concept. I'm not new to being outside. I've gone fishing, I've gone hunting, I've shot firearms, I own fishing gear, all of these things, you know, access tools. These are all parts of my everyday life here at home, even and out and about, you know. But the concept of preparedness or being ready for a future problem, or even if a problem doesn't occur, is very new to me, and I'm a beginner, and every time I open a piece of gear, this is the first time I've touched this particular piece of gear, and I want you guys to know that. So if you guys have any different ideas or different knowledge, I am never going to be against you adding that to the comments. I'm not begging for a comment. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you do add, I'm never going to be rude to you, and I'm going to say, hey, you know what, I didn't know that. and thank you for teaching me something. I'm here to learn too. I think that's important to know. You know, I think that's important for everyone to know that I'm not an expert by any means. Now, if we go out shooting a rifle, I am a trained rifle shot. I've trained in prone, offhand, and kneeling position, and scored 286 out of 300 on my best test. But that doesn't by any means make me some kind of military sniper. I was just doing just competition shooting, and I haven't done that in a few years either. So I love precision shooting with a rifle. I love shooting pistols. It's a great time, and it's a good sport. It's an individual sport where you can teach your kids and you can learn things from other people, but your achievements, they're your own. So I think that's important to know. So let's take a look at this thing. The Field & Stream multi-tool. We got her open here. Everything's open. So I'm going to kind of move it around to where we can shut it, because I don't want to start with every single darn thing open. And let's take a look here. So we've got our needle nose pliers and our wire cutters. They look like any other kind of multi-tool wire cutters. It's spring-loaded, which I love having spring-loaded multi-tools. The spring isn't super great, and I think it'll probably pop out of the bottom eventually. A lot of these little tools, the spring comes out. The needle nose pliers look pretty decent. It doesn't feel terrible in your hand, but I feel like I could bend this in half with my grip. I feel like I could just take this and smash it in my hand. I feel like the metal that this is made out of, just by doing this, I can feel them move. I feel like I can smash this thing. Like, not even Hulk smash, just regular old John smash. Let's flip this thing shut and see how it looks shut. Alright, so this is different than a lot of tools that I see, even ones that I have, where the tools are on the outside of the closed thing. And I actually think that's pretty handy. It won't protect them from dirt or anything, but stuff could get caught in them. But having them on the outside of this so that you can open them without opening the pliers is quicker. I'll give it that. Let's see what we got here. We got a little drop point blade, which is different than our other multi-tool blade. Stainless steel, so right on it, probably China. And so who knows what kind of alloys are in there. It's kind of sharp right out of the box. It's not cut your thumb sharp, but it's kind of sharp. Let's shut that bad boy. It's nice. It's not terrible. Let's open this. We got a little saw blade. I've never used one of these on any multi-tool, on anything. I've never used the saw. The saw is pretty sharp. You know, it's gonna do something, I guess. I don't feel very good about the saw. And then in order to open the bottle top opener, you have to keep the saw blade open. So you can get your thumb in the little nick there, and it's got a bottle top opener on it, a lot like the Beast. It reminds me a lot of the one on the Beast multi-tool that we reviewed earlier. And it's got a little Phillips head. This is actually kind of neat. The Phillips on this is a little bit smaller than the one on the Beast. It's not as pointy. It's not as well defined, but I think that this would work good. Like if you had to take your headlight out of your car, have you seen the screws to take your headlight out of your car or out of your truck? That would work great for that. That's about the perfect size for that, in my opinion. Though I have taken them out, I do have some kind of, not expertise, but at least a little bit of knowledge. And we've got this little flashlight here. Let's see how this guy works. Or doesn't, as the case may be. You might have one of those plastic things in there that keeps the battery from going out. Let's take a look. It's got a little rubber gasket on it. That's nice, because that'll keep your water. Yeah, all right. So I have found the problem. Let's see if we can't get that out of there. I want to see this thing work. It's a nice little tool, and I think that it would be handy. I'm not saying it's not a good tool, just because I did have a couple disparaging things. It's cold out here. Got the dropsies. Just got a couple little disparaging things to say about a couple parts of it. Doesn't mean that I don't think it's a decent tool, or even a good tool to have. There we go. Bada bing. Now we can see how that works. Handy dandy buck 715 is going back in my pocket. He's like a character in the show, you know what I mean? And here we got the little spring here. We're going to tighten this bad boy back down. We're going to see how that light goes. Alright. And it's decently bright. It's an LED, you know. I wouldn't want to go running through the woods with this, but if you didn't have a light, that could make your day better. So if you were looking for something and you needed to find it, that would help. I have the feeling that this might screw off in your pocket because it's on the outside. So you got it and you're rubbing, and it's going to come on and turn off. Anyway, I mean, it's not a terrible little tool. I wouldn't spit in its face if I didn't have anything else. Let's put it that way. If I had nothing, or even, you know, if I needed something, if I needed a pair of frickin' pliers, you know, I wouldn't throw it at someone or get rid of it because it's not the best thing in the world. Or, you know, we're about cheap gear. We're about things that are going to be accessible to everyone. And that's important to me. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 because it's got all the things it said that it had on it. It doesn't look like it's just going to break right now. But it does feel like I could just smash the damn thing. Oop. We're trying not to cuss. And, yeah. Oh, carabiner clip. It is spring-loaded. It's got a nice little clip on it. I wouldn't hang anything off this chain because I feel like it would break. I would put something else on it. Maybe attach something right to this metal, like maybe, and hook it that way, or just put it in your pocket. It's small enough. Anyway, this has been the Just a Basic Dude vlog, and I am Z-Town Train. 3 out of 5 for the Field and Stream multi-tool. And you guys have a great day. I love you guys. I am out of here. Peace.